Alrighty, what is up, guys? Aldo here. Welcome back. Smash the like button if you enjoy the content because I bring you guys a lot of amazing stuff. And check out the Discord if you guys are interested as well. Link down below. One of the greatest, if not the greatest, crypto communities, trading communities on the internet, if I do say so myself. Now, looking at kind of what's happening with Bitcoin, a very freaking boring day so far. Not too much going on. We're making higher lows, higher lows, which is a good sign. Generally, they say the trend is your friend. That is a good sign. Also, forming on the real short-term time frames, a little reverse head and shoulders. 15-minute looks pretty good. You could try to long this up to around this area. That kind of breakout up there. That could work out potentially on Bitcoin for the very short term. Now, looking at the macro just a little bit, it is a little concerning, like on the 5 day. Well, yeah, bear div money flow coming out. I mean, that doesn't look good by any means. Weekly, money flow still good. VWAP kind of coming down. 2 week red dot, gap to RSI is not the best thing. But if we do kind of look at, what happened the last time we saw this, oh yeah, we did come down came down 72%. But I mean, it could be different this time. It could be more like this situation, late 2015. Early, kind of 2016. Look at January 2016. You came down a little bit, but then you came right back up. So, I mean, that would be equivalent to that. Maybe we'd come down to 38 or something and then come up higher. This market's really boring, but the thing that's really going crazy right now is the NFTs, especially Trump NFTs are going wild. Pudgy Penguins, when crypto gets boring, gets flat, what do people go into? Riskier stuff, NFTs, that type of stuff. Those are pumping up a little bit. So, yeah. And I'm not complaining about it. I got quite a few Trump NFTs, so I'm not complaining about that. VWAP coming up on the 2 day, that's a pretty good sign. Obviously bearish overall. We did come down though. I guess you could argue that has already played out. And if we look at the trigger wave here daily, that brought you up. I mean, that's the more bull case. If we could get that trigger wave, you might be able to come back up to 45. Might be able to come back up to 45 here. Same deal if we could get it like another trigger wave, another green dot on like your 12-hour, your 16-hour here. That would look cool. Trigger wave right here, 6 hour, that would look cool. That could potentially bring us up a little bit higher. And if we could, break upward, if we could just, kind of break upward here, like we've been waiting for since, 3 a.m. The last, almost 24 hours ago, 20 hours ago at this point, if we could just break upward, hold this area, that's what we need. That's what we need right now. So ultimately looking pretty good on the short-term time frames. Middle time frames, kind of neutral to a little bit more bullish than some larger time frames like the 4 day, 5 day are pretty concerning. So we'll have to see what happens. I do think short-term we could come up a little bit. Your EMAs in the 20-hour, a little bit gray. I mean, the whole thing here, guys, though, the whole thing to give you guys more excitement, I guess, is technical target. If you break upward, nice place at 50K. That'd be a cool run up to 50K. If you break downward, you're looking at 39. Test that 40K, 39, 40K region. When could this go on until? Your guess is as good as mine. I would expect us to probably break by the end of the month, probably within, by sometime next week, break up or break down here. So, yeah. Moving on to Ethereum. I guess, I was looking at this. I guess you might be able to consider this somewhat type of weird reverse head and shoulders, trigger wave on the 3 hour. If you break up from this area, you're looking at potentially, 26 something, 2650 maybe. That's what you're potentially looking at. If you can break up, these kind of highs again, I would assume if you can break up from this area. And green hike and ashy in the 4 hour, trigger wave forming, not looking half bad, not looking terrible. So yeah, and I mean, larger time frames, kind of similar to Bitcoin, but definitely not as scary. Definitely not as scary. We don't have as many bear divs with money flow coming out. We may get one on the 2 day relatively soon, but definitely not as scary as Bitcoin. I mean, that weekly money flow is still good. The 2 week, you're coming from red to green right there. Very similar to July of 2020. I mean, yeah, it's yeah. We're in. I'm just thinking if we were to, It's not giving a price prediction, but giving a prediction of where we would theoretically, top out in terms of time, May of 25 based on that. And then, factoring a bunch of diminished returns and all that, 9K, maybe 5K like that if you don't make a new all-time high, but I would assume more in this area. It could be, it could be later on that year, but yeah. Excuse me. Looking at some of the middle time frames here, true wave forming, like I mentioned, I think, yeah, like I mentioned, some of money flow coming up similar to Bitcoin. Short term, double bottom or whatever right here. Didn't quite make it to our SR point, but you break upward, you're looking at 25, 50, that kind of area, I would assume. Kind of looking like you'll get there in the short term. And I mean, the way you could try to trade this, similar to what I was showing you guys on Bitcoin, if you guys want more in-depth kind of setups, check out the Discord, but up to here potentially could work out. I don't know if trading at 11:30 Eastern, 11:30 p.m. Eastern is the best idea right now, but we'll see. I am in some trades that have kind of become swing trades, kind of waiting for an outcome, right now in this more choppy market. Atlanticor was messing around in the Discord with Ape token, ApeCoin, and bouncing off of this area, looking pretty beautiful. Looking pretty beautiful on the 4-day. Nice LXs, continuation. I mean, there ain't much in between us and $3, and us and this area right here, $3 to $3.30. Also, not much at all between us and $2. I think that $2 is a very good prediction. If this continues, this could come up, with the mutant apes, the bored apes, and I think those could see, if NFTs continue to do well, those can see a big kind of recovery here. And if you look at what's happening, I mean, Pudgy Penguins up 16%, 24 hours. A lot of these little Pudgies, 28%. I mean, the Pudgies are going wild. I mean, who knows if it'll last, but a lot of stuff is going crazy. Trump cards up, to $700. They were at 400 a few days ago, I think. Just insane. Pretty happy since I'm a Trump card holder, Trump card investor. So, yeah. And if you look at BNB is another one I've been looking at. A lot of people are still shorting this, I believe. I don't know why. Everybody has some weird obsession with shorting BNB. And, yeah, I just don't really understand. I mean, CZ already stepped down. It's already done. I mean, yeah. VO coming up here. I think he got a good shot at coming back up to like 337 or something, maybe even higher, 350, 360. I think there's still a good shot here. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, guys, that's all I have for you guys right now. If you guys are interested in Discord, link down below. If you're interested in trading, check out the link down below for FAIRDESK. We do a $100 trading bonus every week. All you need to do is sign up with my link down below, deposit any amount. It could be just $1, I believe, and do one futures trade, and you could get that $100 trading bonus. We announced the winner of it every week in Discord. You guys got really good odds. So check that out down below. BitMart is great as well. Zoomex is great as well. All the 4 exchanges down below are the best ones, I think, to use, especially if you're in a restricted area such as the United States. Use a VPN, just to be safe as always. So, yeah, guys, really appreciate you guys. Have a good one. Goodbye.